UK's Royal Navy has for the first time fired the Naval Strike Missile, NSM, from a British ship during Exercise Aegir 25 at the Andøya range in northern Norway amid NATO-Russia tension. The Ministry of Defence said the test took place with NATO partners Norway and Poland. Frigate HMS Somerset launched the 400 kg missile, built by Kongsberg Defence Aerospace. With an operational range of over 200 kilometers, the NSM, an anti-ship and land attack cruise missile, is slated to replace the Royal Navy's older Harpoon system fitted to Type 23 frigates and Type 45 destroyers. The complete system weighs 400 kilograms, carries a 120 kilograms titanium-cased blast-fragmentation warhead. The test firing of the missile came amid the heightened tension between NATO and Russia due to recent violations of the alliance's airspace. In the past 2 weeks, Poland, Romania, Denmark and Norway reported violation of their airspace by Russian drones. Multiple Russian drones crossing into Poland were downed by NATO fighter jets in early August. Moscow claimed the drone crossings were not deliberately. A few days later, Estonia said Russian fighter jets crossed into its airspace and remained there for around 12 minutes before the scrambling of NATO aircraft. Drones were also sighted over Nordic countries of Denmark and Norway, prompting the temporary suspension of airports in both countries. NATO announced measures to boost its defense in the Baltic region after the sighting of drones over Denmark's strategic military facilities last week.
Hold up.
In remarks to hundreds of top military officials who were abruptly summoned to Virginia from all over the world, President Donald Trump declared an end to political correctness in the military and told the leaders gathered, "I have your backs 100%. We're a team," Trump said. "And so my message to you is very simple, I am with you. I support you and, as president, I have your backs 100%. You'll never see me even waver a little bit. That's the way it is," the president said. According to Associated Press, that applies to police officers and firefighters, too, he said. Trump also said it will be an insult to the country if he isn't awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. The president was speaking about the wars he claims to have solved, saying he'll be up to 8 in 8 months if Hamas signs onto a peace plan he and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu publicly agreed to the day before. But instead of being awarded the prestigious prize for his peacemaking efforts, Trump said the Nobel Committee will give it to someone who hasn't done a thing. "We'll see what happens, but it will be a big insult to our country," he said. Trump then claimed to not want the prize, saying, "I want the country to get it," but said, "I should get it, because no one has ever solved as many wars as he claims to have ended." Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth summoned the officials to an in-person meeting Tuesday to announce directives for troops that include gender-neutral, or male-level, standards for physical fitness as well as an end to woke culture in the military. "We will not be politically correct when it comes to defending American freedom, and we will be a fighting and winning machine," Trump said. "We're bringing back a focus on fitness, ability, character and strength," he added. "The purpose of American military is not to protect anyone's feelings, it's to protect our republic."
Thank you very much, Pete. Great job you're doing, too. Fantastic job. I've never walked into a room so silent before. This is very... Oh, don't laugh, you're not allowed to do that. You know what, just have a good time. And if you want to applaud, you applaud. And if you want to do anything you want, you can do anything you want. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you can leave the room. Of course, there goes your rank, there goes your future. But you just feel nice and loose, okay, because we're all on the same team. And I was told that, sir, you won't hear a murmur in the room. I said, we got to loosen these guys up a little bit. So you just have a good time. But I want to thank Secretary Hegseth. There could be no higher honor than to serve as your commander-in-chief. It is a great honor. I look at you, you're just incredible people. Central casting, I might add. To each and every one of you, I thank you for your unwavering devotion to the armed forces and to the country that we've all sworn a sacred oath to defend. We all have that oath, every one of us. I'm thrilled to be here this morning to address the senior leadership of what is once again known around the world as the Department of War. I know Pete spoke about it. He gave a great speech, I thought. Together we're reawakening the warrior spirit, and this is a spirit that won and built this nation, and from the cavalry that tamed the Great Plains to the ferocious, unyielding power of Patton, Bradley, and the great General Douglas MacArthur. These are all great men. In this effort, we're a team, and so my message to you is very simple. I am with you, I support you, and as president, I have your backs 100%. You'll never see me even waver a little bit. It's the way it is. And that includes our great police officers and firemen and all of these people that are doing so well. Together over the next few years, we're going to make our military stronger, tougher, faster, fiercer, and more powerful than it has ever been before. I rebuilt our nuclear, as you probably know, but we'll upgrade that also and just hope we never have to use it. We have to hope we never have to use it. So if this works out, we'll have 8 in 8 months. That's pretty good. Nobody's ever done that. Will you get the Nobel Prize? Absolutely not. They'll give it to some guy that didn't do a damn thing. They'll give it to a guy that wrote a book about the mind of Donald Trump and what it took to solve the wars. And he'll get the Nobel Prize will go to a writer. No, but well, let's see what happens. But it's be a big insult to our country. I will tell you that. I don't want it. I want the country to get it. It should get it because there's never been anything like it. Think of it. So if this happens, I think it will. I don't say that lightly because I know more about deals than anybody. This is what my whole life was based on. The apparatus of our country was not set up for merit. It was set up for political correctness. And you can never be great if you're going to do that. And we're going to be greater than we ever were before. We're bringing back a focus on fitness, ability, character, and strength. And that's because the purposes of American military is not to protect anyone's feelings. It's to protect our republic. And it's the republic that we dearly love. It's to protect our country. We will not be politically correct when it comes to defending American freedom. And we will be a fighting and winning machine. We want to fight. We want to win.